Hi, so we're going over the quiet sleep right here. I'm just going to explain how to play, and then you can try it out for yourself. Basically, this screen represents the mind of the person you're playing as. So in that, you have the self over here. You have the first trait, which is adulthood, on which you can build towers, like this will mind that's already there, which makes will, or energy springs, which make energy. And this is the first goal, to wake up. So in order to complete this goal, we need energy, which we can make with an energy spring. So we'll just build that, put that down here, and connect it up. So you saw we connected it to the will mine, because everything you construct needs will. And then we set that to go back to the self. So this is a train of thought, where it'll go pick up will from the will mine and take it to the energy spring. So for that train, we need to lay our track. So while we're doing that, we're also just going to connect up this. And then we'll unpause the game. You can unpause with 1 or just by pressing this button, and you can also toggle pause with space. So there you see the train went, picked up will, and brought it here, and now this will mine is this energy spring is complete. So now that means we can complete this goal. Once again, we just start a train, take it to the energy spring, and then take it to the self. And since the track is already in place, we can just unpause the game and watch that happen. So there it goes, picking up energy, and there it finishes the goal. So now we've got a new goal to unpack, which when we look at it, it requires chores, but all we're producing is will and energy. So we're going to build this chore tower right here, which takes energy and creates chores. So once again, to construct, we need will. The train goes, picks up the will, and drops it here. Right? And now for this, we need chores. So we click on this chore tower, and because chores need energy, now we have to click on this energy spring, and then we click on the self. And there we go. So we're just going to speed that up a little bit by pressing 2, making the game go a little faster. And now we've completed that goal. So now we can build a paint tower, and we have 2 new goals. So let's take a look at this one to read a letter from home. It needs will, which we're used to, and it makes missing home, which is an emotion. So in order to deal with emotions, we have to do things that relax us. So you can see this new tower, painting, which takes energy and uses it to deal with emotions. So we're going to build this right here. Let's close this menu and set it up to go through this to pick up will from this will mine, and so we'll construct that. And while we're doing that, we're going to just build the tracks for this. You can start that with the P button. So there we go, that's built. So now we'll just start this thing, and while that's happening, if you look at this paint tower, you can see it's got 5 squares. So each of these are a charge that it uses to deal with emotions. So over here, you can see we've built our you can see that this emotional trait has built up, right? This is missing home, and it's blue because it's associated with sadness. So you can build towers on this trait just like any other trait, just like this adulthood trait over here. However, it also creates these things, right? This is a creep. This is the emotion sadness. What it's trying to do is get all the way to the self, and if it reaches there, you, the player, will lose control of the entire thing for a little bit. Now, as it's moving, this tower is going to shoot it. See, just like that. And so we keep it from reaching here. Meanwhile, we finished the goal of reading our letter from home, and that's unlocked a new trait for us, the homeland, which again has new towers we can build, like the work ethic and thoughts of home, which make industry and energy. Now we're already producing energy from this energy spring, but as it turns out, you'll want a lot of energy, and you can only build 2 of each tower on a single trait. So just to look at this again, we already have an empathy mine here, and we can build this empathize tower to convert that into sympathy. However, we have no need for sympathy here, so we're not going to do that. Right? So that was an overview of the mechanics of the quiet sleep. I hope